Hello, I'm Pastor Robert Singh from Dimapur, Nagaland, India. Today I'm reading from the book of Acts, chapter 3, 12 through 16. So when Peter saw it, he responded to the people, "Men of Israel, why do you marvel at this? Or why look so intently at us, as though by our own power or godliness we had made this man walk? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of our fathers, glorified his servant Jesus, whom you delivered up and denied in the presence of Pilate when he was determined to let him go. But you denied the Holy One and the just, and asked for a murderer to be granted to you, and killed the Prince of Life, whom God raised from the dead, of which we are witnesses. And his name, through faith in his name, has made this man strong, whom you see and know. Yes, the faith which comes through him has given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all."
Hi, this is Bob Hatton from Germany. I hope you have a good day today. I hope God blesses you. I hope that you're all well. I've got a little bit of a difficult theme this morning. Yesterday we talked about the healing, the miracle that happened on the beautiful gate, at the beautiful gate, where this man who was paralyzed from birth, suddenly he could walk again. Now in verse 4, Peter says to him, "Look at us." And then as we read through the story and we come to the reading what we had today in verse 11, Peter says, "What are you looking at us for?" Because what has happened, the man, he was extreme, because he didn't just stroll around. He started jumping and dancing, and he was so happy that he'd been healed. And of course, there's such a commotion, everybody started to come and look what's happening here. And they all knew him. They knew him as a man who was paralyzed. And now he was walking. What's happened? And they see him with Peter and with John, and they're looking, what is this? So Peter said, "What are you looking at us for?" And here we have a paradox. On the one hand, he's saying, "Look at us." And then on the other hand, he's saying, "What are you looking at us for?" Now, we read in the Bible that Jesus said, I have come not to be served, but to serve, and to give my life as a ransom for many. And as we've been looking in the past weeks at the death of Jesus, and Good Friday, we talked about what happened on the cross. There are many aspects of the death of Jesus. And one aspect is that when he died, he gave his life as a ransom for us. Why a ransom? You need a ransom to pay for someone who has been captured or kidnapped. Why did Jesus pay a ransom? Well, right at the beginning of creation, God created the heavens and the earth, and he created this earth. He placed Adam and Eve, two people, two human beings. He placed them in the Garden of Eden, and he gave them authority and dominion over this garden, over the earth. He told them that they're to rule over the earth, they were to rule over the animals, rule over nature. They were to tend the garden. And the sad story, what we read in Genesis chapter 3, is that Satan came, he spoke to them, he gave them some fake news, and they believed the fake news, and they put the trust in Satan, and they forsake God. What happened at this time is that the dominion, the lordship of this earth was kind of transferred from Adam and Eve, which they'd received from God, but was transferred then from the devil. Later, Jesus would call the devil the prince of this world. Now, on the cross, Jesus died. Jesus had created the earth together with his Father and the Holy Spirit. They created the earth. It was theirs. They delegated authority to humans. The humans gave it to Satan. And so what happened on the cross is that Jesus bought it back. He created us, and then he bought us back. He paid a ransom. He paid the price. Paul says in one of his letters that we've been paid by, not with silver and gold, but by the precious blood of the Son of God. Now, John in his first letter, he also tells us that the earth is under the dominion of the evil one, and that the Son of God is come to destroy the works of the devil. This is what happens on the cross. He has destroyed the works of the devil. I've come not to serve, but to not to be served, but to serve, and to give my life as a ransom for many. I have come to seek, to look for and to find that which is lost. And he's looking for people who have lost, people who've not got a relationship to God. He's looking for these people, and if you're one of these people, you can have a relationship with him today. Just reach out to him, and he's there. But besides that, he also things that have gone lost, this dominion, this lordship over the earth, that's what he wants to restore. Jesus told his disciples, they asked him one day, and they said, Jesus, will you teach us how to pray? And he said, okay, when you pray like this. You know the prayer, our Father who art in heaven. And then he said, pray, your kingdom come, your will be done, as in heaven, also here of earth. Your kingdom come, your will be done here in earth. What is happening in heaven should happen here on earth. Your kingdom come. And what does this kingdom look like? Well, if we just have a glimpse in the last book of the Bible, the kingdom of God, of course, is much more than what I'm just going to say. But it says there will be no more suffering. There'll be no more tears. God will wipe away all the tears. Even death will be taken away. God will live in our midst. He will be our light and our joy and everything. It'll be a completely, the conditions of paradise will be restored to us. But we're in this process at the moment. The writer to the Hebrews, he said, you have tasted of the powers of the world to come. And we realize that there's something going to come. We realize now that we are living in this paradox because the kingdom of God has come, but the kingdom of God will also come. And now and again we experience the kingdom of God in fullness. Peter said, look at us. And then this man was healed. The kingdom of God was there. That was a work of the kingdom of God. These miracles, they are works of the kingdom of God. But then in the second bit, he says, what are you looking at us for? Because sometimes people think it's happened here, then it's going to happen again and again and again and again. And sometimes it does happen again, and sometimes it doesn't happen. And we're asking ourselves, why is that? Doesn't God love everybody the same? Well, the thing is that this kingdom of God has come, but it's not yet come. That what this man, this paralyzed man at the gate, beautiful, what he experienced was the powers of the world to come, which isn't fully there. One day it will come. One day even death will be taken away from us. But in the meanwhile, we will experience things of the kingdom of God, but we will also have a yearning that will come. We'll be saying, look to us. And then, why are you looking at us? This is a paradox in which we are living. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to tell you, and I hope that the days when the kingdom of God is there with its power and its fullness will increase in your life, and you'll experience that continually in a special way. And for all of our needs today, I wish you God's blessing, and I just pray for you that God will break into your life and you will experience the works of the kingdom. God bless you. Have a very good day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. You're Bob Hatton from Germany.